My name is Mr. Polo. Today I would like to do a demonstration of how the Desmos program can work for all the math teachers that are looking for alternative ways of approaching the students in terms of learning math. The Desmos, just a little bit of background, it's a graphing calculator online, but it's more to it. So we're gonna get through it right now. Okay, first thing first, what Desmos allows you to do is you can pretty much sign in and create your own account, and that way you can save the activity that you want to do. All right, now so let's get started. So I'm going to log into my account. Now you can create your own account, and that way you can save stuff that you would like to do. Okay, so what neat about Desmo is that it has all kinds of activities that has to do with graphing, especially in math, obviously. So let me start by doing system of equation. Now the part that I want to introduce you is solution to system of equation. Okay, all right. So now this is something that I have already searched for it. Now, if you would like to use this activity, what you're gonna do is just click on duplicate this activity. And now, if you're not sure how it looks and everything, you can always view it first. So this one's already saved. Done. Okay, now once you have these saved, you can do preview first. Let's go back just a little bit. You can do previews of whatever the activity that has already been setting for you to see if you like it, and this is what the students is going to see. Now that you can kind of like, okay, this is good, then what you can do with this is, the cool part is, go ahead and click on start new sessions. Now, as you can see right here, it's going to give you the class code. So any student who have access to Desmos will be able to get access to these, and they'll be able to do the activity. So therefore, here comes the next part. What I'm going to do is I'm going to log on. I'm going to pretend I'm a student. I have Desmos program here. So I'm going to go through the program. Now it said right here that students enter this code on students.desmos.com. So now I don't even have to do that. I can just go straight online. Student.desmos.com. Now it say welcome, enter your class code. So it's VBXE. Enter. Hold up. There we go. Okay. So as you can see, type in the name. So I'm going to name myself Mark. Now, right away, the moment I log into it, you can see that you're going to see the student already logged into it. And Mark going to be able to see the screen, and he's going to be able to work on it. So first question says, so I'm going to do a couple of them so you can kind of get the idea. Give at least two different solutions to this linear equation. So, well, according to the graph, the red line, I can clearly see that it's going to be -5 and -1. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to type my answer, just for the purpose of it. -5, comma, -1. Okay. Now, it also asks, how did you know there were the solutions? So I could say, well, this point is on that red line. So I could write that. Now, what I'm going to do is submit it to class. Now, right here, say waiting for more classmates to respond. So if there's more than one student, you're going to be able to see more activity going on here. Now, as a teacher, the neat part about it, you could see what Mark said right there. So Mark said -1, comma, -5, comma, -1. And now, if I move on, let's say I move on, name at least 2 different solutions to the equation. So let's just say I put the solution is going to be if x equal to 1, y is going to be 3. And I'm just going to do it really quick for the purpose of learning how to use this program. I'm going to submit it. Okay, and I'm going to move on. Now, as a teacher, I go back to the overview. Now, take a look at this part right here. You can see the progress of Mark, that somehow he's moving on already. He's getting to the finish line. So once you get to the finish line, you'll be able to see right away, you know, which student already done what. So that's the neat part about it. And as you can see, the icon show right here, Mark is already at question number 3. And this is a great way for students to interact and see, you know, more of study on their own and kind of share answer and look at, okay, how do you get that answer? And where the answer come from. And as a teacher, you'll be able to assess their feedback. I mean, their answer, their response right away. So that's one of the neat part about this program. And you can do it with inequality, system of equation, obviously, linear equation, parabolas, and so forth. So now go back to the history. So I have these save up. So you can see not run yet, so you can run whenever you want. And if you feel like you want to delete them, when the class is done, you already give out the grade, you can go ahead and delete them. And if you want more stuff, you can go to browse all activities. And then right here, there's a lot of stuff you can work on it. As I mentioned earlier, something I can use is parabolas. And then you can kind of go from there and just click enter. And all these activity will come up already. Now, next on the block. So you can go view the block. If you have any question or concern, usually they post them on here. And then they give you all kinds of stuff that people are running in problem. If they have any question or concern, they usually post them on here. Now, if you want to contact them, you can also go to support. And you can pretty much search the topic. So let's say, for example, I'm not so sure how to do the tables of values. So I'm going to type tables of values. And then right there, they're going to show you how to get started on certain things that you don't know about Desmos. And then they're going to show you instruction. And furthermore, you can also tweet them at Desmo. If you really want show them, if you really want them to respond to you, they'll respond right back. And you can also submit a form that if you want them to look at the file to see if they can improve it, they will be willing to help you out as well. So that's pretty much a little bit of demonstration of how Desmos work, and I hope that helps. Thank you for listening and watch it. Goodbye.